According to investigative journalist Piotr Nisztor, the fact that charges were brought by the public prosecutor's office indicates that Magdalena C.'s role was not limited to that of a naive victim of a Russian agent. A charge under Article 130 of the Criminal Code concerning espionage can be brought against a person aware of this activity. From all the information we now have, it appears that the journalist, a correspondent for a number of foreign media, was alleged to have assisted a Russian GRU officer in carrying out espionage activities. The accumulated evidence at the investigators' disposal was the basis for the prosecution's case that could prove the journalist's role in the espionage affair. According to information that Piotr Nisztor obtained from the prosecution, she was supposed to begin her activities in the middle of 2019, shortly before the elections, won for the second time by the United Right government and Putin's subsequent aggression against Ukraine. In the end, this entire narrative against the United Right government, which strengthened Polish security through the Pegasus system, as well as Polish borders, were actions that were criticized by Magdalena C. Her criticism coincides with the actions carried out by the opposition to the United Right. Magdalena C. has been a very active critic of Mateusz Morawiecki's government. In international forums and in foreign media, the journalist criticized the actions of the Polish state on the border with Belarus. She worried about migrants. She reported for foreign media, installing the narrative that the hybrid war being waged on the border is merely a political invention of the right-wing government. And this hybrid war, as the Polish government calls it, is not really going to end soon. We don't really see the end and the light in this tunnel. The woman was involved in presenting a report prepared by the foundation Ocalenie, which included catchy phrases for those indoctrinated by the leftist narrative. Officially recognized deaths of migrants are documented by Polish activist individuals and publicized by the media, so comprehensive information about many of the dead is available in the public domain. These actions were intended to discredit the image of the right-wing government in the eyes of the public, and were a copy of Rubtsov's own publication. Poland is playing bad cop by not letting in refugees, using disproportionate force. In other EU countries, like Germany, this would be unacceptable. The woman was also involved at the time of the illegal takeover of TVP by the December 13th coalition. The very fact that the partner of a GRU agent was active during the violent takeover of public television is also another example of how deeply Polish institutions linked to the current authorities, are infiltrated by Russia. We are calling for this to be clarified. The fact of the matter is that this spy was an exchange without any benefit to our country. The negotiations for the release of Andrzej Poczobut took place during the government of the United Right. The December 13th coalition did not gain anything from the free release of Rubtsov, in addition to the knowledge of the files Rubtsov had access to just before his fall into Putin's arms. According to the politicians of the United Right, the December 13th coalition is trying to sweep the compromise under the carpet. Investigative journalist Piotr Nisztor, however, claims that Rubtsov's contacts with Magdalena C. are only the tip of the iceberg. According to unofficial information, we will soon learn more names of people with whom Rubtsov's Russian agent was in contact. Michał Solarz, Republika.